Hey guys, Mrs. Wild here. So today's lesson is continuing from lessons. Yesterday's lesson, goodness me, Mrs. Wild. And we are doing lesson 3, greater than a whole, part 2. So remember, we're looking at when it's greater than a whole. If you are stuck on knowing what a whole is, watch the first lesson from Monday, making a whole. But we're going to be doing this today, and you're also going to need your Power Maths book. Bobby. Okay, we're just continuing on from yesterday. So let's have a look what we need to be doing today. So here we are. I'm not going to do a daily 10 with you because you should have done that in the lesson, okay? But you can always go on Top Marks and do daily 10. Right. Okay, guys. 12 halves equals so many wholes. How would we solve this? Okay. Well, what I would do, guys, is I would count in twos to 12, okay? I would count in twos. I want to know how many twos are in 12. So how many times do I times 2 to make 12? So I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 6. So there are 6 wholes here because 2 halves equals 1, okay? So then I would need how many to make that to 12, all right? So I'm just thinking what I would do and how I would count it. And I would go, how many 2s are in 12? 6. 2 twelfths is the same, 2 twelfths. 12 halves is the same as 6 wholes. So this one now, let's think how we'd solve it. We've got 12 quarters, 12 quarters. Well, I know that 4 quarters is equal to 1 whole, okay? So 4 is equal to 1 whole. So 4 is 1. So 8 would be 2. Let's count in 4s. 4, 8, 12. 12 would be 3 wholes. 3 wholes. Ooh, 12 sixes. 12 sixes. Well, I know that 6 sixes is equal to 1. I'm going to count in 6s now. And I'm going to go and see if I can get to 12. So 6 sixes is 1. Another 6 sixes, so that's 12 sixes. Oh, 12 sixes is 2 wholes. 2 wholes. 12 thirds. 12 thirds. Well, I know that 3 thirds is equal to 1. So let's count in 3s now till we get to 12. We've got 3 thirds is 1. 6 thirds would be 2. 9 thirds would be 3. 12 thirds would be 4 wholes. 4 wholes, because 12 divided by 4 is 3, or 12 times 3 times 4 is 12. It all sort of links together, guys. Okay, pause the video now and complete these independently. Remember, we're counting in those multiples of the denominator to see how many until you get to that numerator. Have a go. Pause video and we'll come back to see how I did it. Okay, welcome back. So I'm going to count in 3s to get to 15. Okay, so I've got 3 thirds would be 1, 6 thirds would be 2, 9 thirds would be 3, 12 thirds would be 4, 5 thirds would be 5 wholes. Sorry, not 5 thirds, 15 thirds would be 5 wholes. Oh, 15 fifths. So let's count in 5s. 5 fifths is 1, 10 fifths is 2, 15 fifths is 3 wholes. Ooh, now we're going to get a bit stuck. So I'm going to count in 4s. 4, 8, 10, 12. I can't get to 15 because it would then go to 16. That's too many. I only want 15. So I know that 4 wholes gets me to 12. Okay. Well, I know then I've got another 3 quarters. Look, 12. Yeah, 12 quarters. And then I've got 13 quarters, 14 quarters, 15 quarters. So it'd be There we go. It would be 4 wholes and 3/4. So let's look at this one. Oh, again, 2 doesn't go into 15. So I'm going to have to stop at the even number underneath it. I'm going to stop at 14, and then I know I've got 1 extra. So I'm going to do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So I've got 7 wholes. That gets me to 14 halves. Get rid of that. That leaves me to 14. So that gives me 1 more remaining. That's 1 half. So I've got 7 wholes and 1 half. 15 halves is the same as 7 wholes and 1 half. I know this is hard, guys, but you're doing a great job. So now we're going to use the more than, less than, and equal to symbol. 2 wholes and 3/4 and 5/4. So what I'm going to make this easier is I'm going to turn these into wholes and quarters so that it makes them the same on each side. So I've got 2 wholes and 3/4. So I've got 2 and 3/4. And then here I've got 5/4. Well, I know that 5/4, that's what I've got, 5/4. Okay. Well, 5/4 is the same as 1 whole, because 4/4 is 1 whole, and 1/4 left over. So that's easy for me to see that actually this side is the bigger number. What about this one? 2 wholes and 3/4 again. Oh, and 15/4. 15/4. Well, let's turn that into wholes and quarters. 15/4. Let's count in 4s. I know I'm not going to get to 15 because that's not in my 4 times table, but we will see where we get to. 4, 8, 12. So I know it's got 3 wholes. But I'm only on 12/4 here. So I know it's going to have some quarters left over there. So I've got 12, 13, 14, 15, 3/4. So 3 and 3/4. So which is the biggest one there? There it is. 15/4 is bigger than 2 wholes and 3/4. I hope that's made sense, guys. Oh, so you can pause the video now and have a go. Pause it and welcome back when you come back. Okay, welcome back. So we have 2 wholes and 3/6. And I have 15/6 here. So I'm going to count in 6s until I get near 15. I also know I'm not going to get to 15 because it's not in my 6 times tables. 6, 12, oh, the next one will be 18, so it can't be that. So I've got 2 there when I've got to 12, okay? So I don't want to, I've only got to 12, 6, and I need to get to 15, 6. So I've got 12, 6, 12, 12, 13, 14, 15. So then it gives me 3 more 6. 2 and 3, 6. Oh, they are the same. What about this one? 2 and 3 8s. And 15 8s. Well, again, I'm going to count in 8s till I get to near 15. I also now won't get to 15 because it's not in my 8 times table. So 8, 16. Oh, I went too far. So I know it's got 1 hole in it. That gets me to 8 8s. Gets me 8 8s, so I've got to get to 15 8s. Okay? So I've got 8 8s, I've got to get to 15 8s. So I go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 7. So I've got 1 and 7 8s. So I can see that 2 wholes and 3 8s is greater than 15 8s. So now we're looking at Power Maths Book B, page 87, questions 3A and B. So let me stop my share. Let me move to my other video and you'll be able to see my workbook. So I want you to pause the video. We're looking at page 87 and have a go at solving this yourself. And come back and I'll work it out with you. Okay, welcome back. So it says shape the number of shapes so that they show the correct number. 1 and 3/5. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can see that these are broken down already into fifths. So I need 1 whole and 3/5. There you go. And this one, 3 and 3/7. So I can see that these are broken down into 7ths. And I need 3 wholes. So I would colour a lot neater, but I'm in a bit of a rush. And I need 1, 2, 3/7. So that shows me 3 and 3/7. Now, Kate is tidying away some toy cubes. 6 cubes fit into one box. Okay, let's count how many grey cubes she has. 3, 6, 9, 12. Add 2 more. She has 14 grey cubes. So we now need to decide there's 14 and I need to go into boxes of 6. Okay, so let's count. Well, 6 sixes. So 6 of them would go into one box. And then another 6, 12 of them would go into 2 boxes. So you'd have 2 full boxes would get you to 12. But then we've got, because look, there's one box. They go in another box. One box, another box. And then there's 2 left over. And 2 cubes left over. So let's look at this one. Kate has so many boxes of grey cubes. Well, she has got 2 and 2 sixes. Because remember, a box holds 6. So my denominator is 6. And I had 2 left over that wouldn't fill the box. So I have 2 full boxes and 2 sixes of a box not filled. Also filled. So how many white cubes does she have? 3, 6, 9, 12, and one more is 13. So how many white boxes? Well, remember they're going to sixes, so let's count. 1. And another one there is another one. So that's 2 boxes. 6, 12, and there's 1 left over. So she has 2 full boxes and 1 cubes left over. Okay. So she has got 2 and 1 6 boxes of white cubes. I hope you've managed to understand that, guys. I know it's been a bit of a challenge, but you're doing really well. If you have any problems, just let me know. See you later.